welcome back to Content to Clients. So right now we're going to start to go over what we can expect throughout each module of Chapter 1. So in Module 1.1, we are going to cover everything that we just did back on Slack through your Instagram audit and your Pinterest audit. As far as that goes, the audit is a very detailed analysis of like your overall Instagram feed, the aesthetic. I'm going to look over like your strategy that you're using, if we have a strategy at all right now. Just posting is not a strategy. So as long as we get clear on that, and then we're also going to go through and look at your actual analytics. So I'm going to need you guys to provide me with the analytics for your Instagram as well. You can also do that in the Slack channel where we can discuss back and forth. I just need you to go to your settings. As long as you have a business account, you should be able to access the analytics of your page. If you don't have a business account, you need to go through and set up your Instagram for a business profile. Right here, we need to have the audit report complete and all of this actionable feedback. It's going to be all based on your analytics. So very, very important that we get that information. Once we see where you're at right now, we can formulate a plan to where you should be going. And then after we have all of that down, we're going to go on to Module 1.2. In Module 1.2, we're going to be covering the content itself. So I'm going to help teach you how to design your content, how to actually create a brand that is recognized by your clients. So when your clients are scrolling through and things like that, they know. Like for me, for example, my clients will be like, oh, I know this is a post from you, because there's an aesthetic that they know is us, to the point that when my clients bring me gifts, they know my aesthetic so much that they have literally pranked me to see how I would respond, because they knew I wouldn't like something, because it is not my brand at all. But it gets to be that serious, to the point that like your clients know and see you, and whatever it is that you're putting out there, that's something that resonates with them and it attracts them back to you. So we're going to go over all of that and deep dive into that luxury branding and imaging, attracting the ideal client for you. So if your ideal client loves everything pink and sparkly and so do you, then that's amazing. It doesn't have to be just like my brand and neutral and whatever. It can be colorful, it can be loud, it can be demure, whatever you want it to be honest. In Module 1.3, we're going to be covering your Instagram bio and your highlights. These are actually going to be more geared towards SEO, frequently asked questions that your clients are going to have, and things like that. We're going to optimize your Instagram bio and your highlights to reinforce a luxury brand and answer the questions that your clients will have before they contact you. You want to be answering your clients' questions before they even have the opportunity to like DM you or something like that. You want to save them a step, because every time that you save them that step is the time that they pick you over somebody else. And then we're going to optimize and organize as well. So we're going to go through everything that is your Instagram. Your highlights don't have to be complex or complicated. A lot of people in our industry, they obviously have their policies on their Instagram highlights. I know I do, but you also, it's not even about that. You want to have things that, you know, your clients are going to be wanting to know, wanting to find out more about you. They want to see the space. You can put your space in there. They want to see your work. You should put your work in there. Just things like that. Things that it's like, if I was a client and I was going somewhere, what would I be looking for? And you might even want to do that. You might want to go to someone else's page, act like you're going to go book a service, and write down the questions that you would have. In Module 1.4, we're going to cover your Instagram story posts and your client conversion and reviews. So your Instagram story post is honestly like a really big strategy for getting clients to convert from content to client. The stories, because they have followed us and they're engaged with us, but now what we're trying to do is get them to actually come in, right? To book that appointment. So we're going to start to create different things that are going to like switch their mindset. So we're going to be posting things like client testimonials, text messages you get from clients. Make it personal. It doesn't have to be super aesthetic and ridiculous and beautiful all the time. A lot of times clients want to see like the real deal behind the scenes. Or like if you're cleaning your room, clients to see that you're cleaning. If you are having an opening, everyone posts that they have an opening. If that's the only thing you're posting on stories, nobody really cares to engage with that. Stories have definitely become like a smaller detail of Instagram, but the less you post, the more they push. So if you post like an image of your work and put book now with like a little button, you're definitely going to do that. We're going to go through this and so much more, but we're going to get your content strategy based off of your goals and what you're already doing, and we're going to create something very specific for you. I'm so excited to jump into chapter one. We're going to clarify your Instagram audit. We're going to get your strategy implemented. We're going to make sure everything is cohesive and that you have a brand that stands out.